Hey everyone, got a champ 1v1 coaching session for you today. Lots of great tips about shadowing and defense, so hope we can help you improve, and yeah, enjoy the video. Also join our community and check out my coaching on Ko-Fi if you're interested. But before that, sponsor time. AOE allows you to buy and sell Rocket League items at great prices. Whichever platform you're on, you can find that last item to finish off your preset. Use code VMN at checkout for a discount. And I'll leave the link to AOE down in the description, so be sure to check that out. Okay, so I definitely want to work on your kickoff a little bit more. Like I might focus on that pretty hard, and we can iron that out in the session, like 100%, you know. Because quite a few goals in this game were just completely because of your kickoff.
Yeah, I also felt like they were, when I went to champion, when I got out, they were way more consistent than now, that's for sure. But
yeah,
definitely needs improvement.
That was a really good. This is a really good turn by you here. I think you could play like just in the moment when you turn here, when you see him jump, like you can hover for a little bit longer, right? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my control.
What's happening?
My control's going crazy. Oh, there we go. That'll make you dizzy, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Yeah. So when you do the right thing, right? You turn and you force this guy to jump up, and that's really good. But when you reach like oh yeah, I mean it's gonna start happening to you, but you know when you start climbing more and more, people are either gonna like jump fake you, like you've done this yourself a few times, right? You jump faked him later on in the game, so you know he could be jump faking you here. He could also struggle with this ball. You know, lots of things could happen. And since you've got a considerable amount of distance between you guys, you've actually got like a little bit of time just to hover in like this circle here, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, think of yourself as having this little circle around you, and then you also have like a bigger circle like this. And this is kind of your space to do whatever the hell you like, right? It's like your response time almost.
Okay.
So in this situation, I want you to, as soon as you enter the circle, right here, perfect shadowing, you turn, you enter your circle, and then you've got like a little bit of a grace period to see if this guy, like what he's gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So we can just sit, we can chill, and then, you know, if you were sitting and chilling, as soon as he backflips, bang, you got yourself a goal, right?
Yeah.
And then even if he doesn't backflip and he goes for the ball, and he gets like a good shot, because you've got this grace time, it doesn't matter, like, you can just turn around and go for it, and you'll make it back in time.
Yeah.
So just kind of like a little hover, like the higher you get, it's something that you literally do all the time at high ranks. Like you just hover and hover and hover.
And here I'm just too close, and I'm like, I should go now because I'm too close. He'll just flip it over me, and then
Yeah.
I'm still unsure because I know that going for it is still not a good thing in general.
Yeah, it's kind of like a patience game in ones. Yeah. It's all about like playing it back as far as you. What you're hoping when you shadow on ones is that he either flips somewhere like in this side of the pitch over here.
Yeah. And
you can force something from him. But if you can't force it in this area, you have to just play all the way back to goal line, unfortunately. Kind of like a ones thing. But yeah, so this was like the first time that you did this challenge. Obviously this happened quite a lot as well.
Yeah.
But the thing with this challenge is, the reason, like I understand it's bad, and you know it's bad as well. It's kind of like you're forcing yourself into this position because of like the path that you're taking.
Yeah.
If we go back a little bit more.
I think here with this turn, I also still wanted to like kind of fake challenge to see if he got like stressed for me kind of turning towards him. That maybe he would lose control.
Yeah, so he screwed up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think you're playing this fine. Like I like what you're doing. So you didn't give yourself the grace time, so you couldn't like capitalize on this. Afterwards, like this is good. You realize you screwed up, and then you turn again to try and force him to like smack it from the pressure, which is really nice.
Okay.
And then this is a good turn as well. So you realize that he's playing patient, so you turn again. Really good. And then what I would do again is I'd turn deep into him. So you kind of don't do a deep enough challenge here, or not a challenge, like a deep enough turn. Okay. So I would go like this. Maybe not so deep because he's got the ball on the front of his car. Maybe like this, just a little bit more threatening. But it's not too big of a deal.
Yeah.
But then after this, So you're playing this like this weave, right? So you went like this, you went like this, then you went. No, let me go back and make sure I've got the pathing right. So just look at your weave. So you go like this, you go like this, then you go like this, then you cut back in over here, and then what's next? So you're playing this all perfectly, and then what you don't want to do is you don't want to do this. Right, this is bad. This like kills your shadowing. So you've got it in you to do the right thing. So what do you think the right thing is here? Like the right.
Go more towards like the outside of the gold. Yeah, keep going how I'm going now, and
like this.
So that I can challenge at any point.
Yes. So yeah, I'd kind of like go like this. You know, you want to take like a wide berth on him. So it's kind of like this constant in and out and in and out. You know, it's like a weave. So you switch sides when you're close to the guy, if you're shadowing, and then the further like he's getting towards your goal, you have to like stick to one side normally.
Yeah.
Like when he gets possession, so you want to stick to this side over here, because that's the side that you were going in, and then you want to come over this side, and then you want to start cutting in, right? Just from the one side and try and force it. So you blundered your attack a little bit, not too big of a deal though. You had the right idea. Then see here, we're not really threatening too much. So there's a couple of things you can do here. Threaten. So I'd say you've got like 2 options. You know, maybe 3 options. So he goes up for the ball. So how can we apply pressure in this situation, do you think?
Maybe like a quick fake jump, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, a little turn and a fake jump would be nice. Yeah, I'd say that's option number 1.
Well, I guess just instantly challenge because he's pretty far from the ball right now. But I'm not sure if I would be there in time because of the turn.
Yeah, I think instantly challenging is possible, but he's much closer to the ball, so you're probably just gonna get beat on that one. So I'll give that a big X. Yeah.
I'm not sure. The other option is just go all the way back to the goal line, but that's not really pressuring. So.
Yeah, you don't really pressure when you go back to the goal line. You can maybe just like just go back. You can maybe so it's kind of like similar to shadowing on the ground when someone's in the air. So if you come like the closer you are to the ball on the ground, the quicker you can reach it in the air, right?
Yeah.
So if you're here, or if you show yourself here, it's gonna have the same effect, right? He can see you down there, and if you're facing him, he's gonna think that you're gonna jump up for it, right? Because there's no way you turn into him and you face him without jumping up for it, right? It's gonna make him think, oh shit, this guy's gonna challenge me now, so either I need to push the ball even further towards the backboard, or I need to fake him, or I need to do something, right? You're kind of forcing his hand in the air. It's very similar to ground shadowing. So the third option is like turn into him and make him think you're gonna challenge. Not like too deep, but think of it very much like ground shadowing. Like you can turn into someone in the air, and they're gonna think you're gonna challenge. Because what person in the right mind is gonna drive towards someone who's got momentum going this way, you know? Unless they're gonna challenge. Doesn't really make any sense. Yeah. So you can turn into this guy, and then you can just turn back around. And also you can go defend on the goal line. It's not really the worst thing to do in this scenario. Just because his air dribble's dying in speed, is starting to fall. He's not got the best first touch. You could go for a flip reset.
Yeah.
You've also got another chance to another option here. But like at this point, I'd maybe like go for the challenge really fast.
I did try.
Yeah.
Kind of. But it was hard.
You tried, but you tried like horizontally. You tried to like predict his touch instead of trying to steal the ball from him.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go up kind of in this path here, horizontally, trying to like play off of his touch, and then he obviously fakes it out. Yeah, it's just like we want to be a little bit more threatening, a bit more decisive. Like either defend, either wait for that moment to challenge, or try and force him to do something in the air by showing pressure. This was really nice. That was a clean goal. Your offense is looking a lot better.
thanks. That's good
That's
to
also
hear,
overtime.
because my defense looks horrible right now.
Yeah, the defense was the main problem in this game. The offense was pretty good. Mostly kickoff and defense.
Last time it felt like it was the other way around, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Last time there was a lot of like mechanical stuff last time, if I remember. Yeah, just defensive mechanical errors.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was already wrong from the start because I went to the center of the goal instead of like a post side of thing.
Yeah.
So this
So
was,
it's the
was
flip
scared he
back.
was shooting instantly, so
Yeah.
I should have just stayed calm and took the turn. With like the boost pads there.
Yeah, I can understand the flip back. Just try to think. So you can, it's kind of this brief moment of information you have. Like you turn ball cam on to get information, which is really good. And then right here, like you should see he's too far from the ball to shoot, right? He needs to set it up because it's going to bounce up high. So we can stay grounded. So that's like the first thing we should do. But since you flip back, like I'm not going to blame you for that. So let's say we are in this bad position. What we want to do is we want to probably immediately pressure and get some boost because we're struggling on boost, right?
Yeah.
So it's really impossible to defend in ones with no boost. Like if you don't get scored on with no boost, then your opponent's doing something wrong. So you maybe go like this, aim for these two pads, or even just one pad, you know, see how far you can push it. Depends on what this guy does. It's kind of like you're hitting two birds with one stone, you know. You're getting boost, and you're pressuring the guy to set up his ground to air dribble or whatever. Whereas when we go all the way back, we've given him a lot of free space just to kind of set up his play in this area. And then you realise the back post positioning. And you know what, I'm actually not against... I'm not against you going for the corner boost here either. Like if you go really fast for it. And the reason that's good is because it puts you in the like a really good position to shadow. Like the position that you wanted to be in later on. You know how you kind of turned into it at the last minute?
Yeah.
This kind of naturally puts you in the position for it if you go for this.
Okay.
So like a little bit of forward thinking on there. But it's a little bit dangerous, you know. So, but you know, you got like several options in ones. And that's kind of how you want to play it. This was probably like the worst thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go all the way back, we give him all the space, and then we go horizontal instead of like doing anything. Yeah, we just like freeze up. And that's probably because we have no boost, you know. We kind of limit ourselves there.